Lauren Bigelow is the CEO of Growth Capital Network, which serves the business community by executing programs that connect entrepreneurial and growth companies with capital. With this platform, Lauren runs the Accelerate Michigan Innovation Business Plan competition, as well as Michigan Green Technology Entrepreneur Academy. Prior to becoming the CEO of Growth Capital Network, Lauren was the North American Commercial Director for Bloomberg New Energy Finance, the leading independent provider of information and research to investors on clean energy and carbon markets. From 2004 to 2008, Lauren was the Managing Director of Clean Tech Group, where she oversaw the firm's technology and entrepreneur pipeline. Prior to joining Clean Tech, Lauren was the director of the IT Zone in Ann Arbor, a networking and education organization that promoted the growth of the IT industry in Michigan. Lauren is on the board of the Clean Economy Network and the advisory board of the Institute of the Ross School of Business at the University of Michigan, the Clean Economy Network, and the New Enterprise Forum. Lauren received a BA from the University of Michigan and an MA and a PhD from Northwestern University. So Lauren Bigelow, CEO, Growth Capital Network. Tell us more about the Accelerate Michigan Innovation Competition. What is it? How can a company or an individual submit a plan for this international business plan competition? How does Accelerate Michigan and the Michigan Green Technology Entrepreneur Academy highlight our Great Lakes state as a robust and vibrant venue for innovation and business opportunity? You have 5 minutes. And generally, what's the state of entrepreneurship in Michigan? Please start the clock.
I was going to say exactly. Well, in terms of submitting your business summary, we've actually passed the deadline on that. We've chosen our 50 semifinalists. The cycle goes that we start soliciting applications in the spring. We make the choices in late August, and then next year we'll have a similar time frame that we will do the event in November. So what we actually have, we have $1 million to give away, which is fun. It's a $500,000 first prize. It's for companies who have created their prototype, they are ready to commercialize, and they're really looking for that next bump, both in terms of connecting with investors and networking in the community, and then getting out there with their business plan. So one of the things I get to run to today is all of our companies have to go through a presentation session with SBTDC, and we scrub off the rough ends, make sure that they're ready for the investor pitch. And so part of this is really a platform for companies to get out to the investor community worldwide, literally worldwide, but also to sharpen their saw and get a lot of practice in the outreach. We chose 50 semifinalists. We are also a conduit. We have the 2010 and 2011 winners from GLEQ. That's a little bit downstream from us. They do earlier stage companies. We've also got the Indus Entrepreneur, their winner of their competition. So we just chose our 26 student teams yesterday. We'll put out a release on that. It's quite a lot of fun. It's really not a business plan competition in terms of the MBA ones where they do a theoretical business. It's really about a business. We really want to accelerate jobs and innovation and creation. And in Michigan, for the students, it's about ideas. And so, we get really good, solid business ideas. People have thought things through. Our worst submission last year was titled Armies of God. Our worst submission this year was titled Free Kwame. So we have tried to, the event is the 15th through the 17th.
Was that a business plan or a protest plan?
It was actually, when it was put in, it was a break Kwame out of Jackson. So it was, I don't know, it kind of went downhill from there. But the way that we've got the event, it's the 15th through the 17th. The 15th we open, we have Eagle Crest for the first couple of days, and then we move to the Henry Ford Museum. But the opportunity for a lot of people in this room is that our opening reception on the 15th we're going to do is a $35 evening. so that people can come in, meet the companies, meet the other folks that are going to be engaged, but not have to sort of swallow the cost of the entire event. So we've split it up so that people can have single-day tickets and come see the competitors and just watch. It's a lot of fun. I mean, one of the big things that we've done and that my experience with clean tech brought to this is that we have a group of investors. Right now, we'll have them up on the website because they're getting all their bios into us right now, but we have 65 different investment firms who are looking at the semifinalists. They're evaluating, the advanced material plays. We've got Honda in, Intel in, CMEA. We've got coastal investors from Boston and Silicon Valley, Vancouver. We've got 2 firms out of Abu Dhabi, Masdar and Taka. We've got firms out of London who are looking at our firms and giving feedback. And so on one level, we're getting the deal flow out to an international cadre of investors. On the flip side, they're giving us the ability to take feedback of to where our companies are on an international scale. So the fun thing about Accelerate Michigan is that it's a collaboration between the foundations, because the NEI started this in Detroit. We've got business leaders for Michigan in there, so we've got corporations, URC, the top universities in the state of Michigan. The accelerators of Southeastern Michigan are in. We've also got a ton of partners, Southwest Michigan Innovation Center, the folks out at GVSU, up at Michigan Tech. So we're really trying to make this statewide. And then on top of it, we've got the state just gave us a grant. We got one of the 21st Century Jobs Fund. So it's this fantastic collaboration of people who rarely get to talk to each other, all in the same place, talking about innovation. And so for your final question, I really think the state of innovation and entrepreneurship is in, we're really going in the right direction. My first days at the IT zone, there was no entrepreneur pipeline. There was no mentoring. I mean, the organizations that have grown up over the last 10 years have been really astounding. So coming back to Michigan, when we sold out to Bloomberg, it was, hey, let's get back, let's dig in, but there's so much more that we can do here. One of the other programs that I run is called the Green Technology Entrepreneurship Academy. And for that, we saw that there was a niche where the researchers, particularly in the public universities, who had designs on doing clean technologies, didn't have the support in terms of learning about entrepreneurship. And so we ran our inaugural academy this summer at GVSU, and we're going to be doing it next summer at Oakland University. But it's a 5-day offsite in the summer for physics, chemistry, engineering professors to learn about entrepreneurship and market validation, business validation, technology validation. And the cadre that we got together this summer, we figured we'd do a good job. We have the business plan, we had the whole, schedule out for the week. We had a lot of investors and great networking. But the collaborations that ended up coming out of it were fantastic. I forgot how fun it is to get a whole bunch of geeky people in the room. And so we got, 22 different researchers from 10 different universities across the state. And, a third of them were women. I don't normally see that not that much in scientific groups. And so we had a really nice mix across the state. But if you know any researchers in those fields who are looking to commercialize their clean technology, it's the Michigan Green Technology Entrepreneurship Academy. And otherwise, I'd like to invite you on the 15th through the 17th to Eagle Crest or to the Henry Ford Museum for our Accelerate Michigan Innovation Competition.
Great.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.